still want to plant a tree and clean the house and vacuum. And do you ever start a day and have way too many ideas about what you think you're going to get done in that day? Hello again. I thought I would just let you see the mess that has come across my kitchen today and walk through a little bit of it with you as I get ready to strain off my vinegar. So I went to the farmer's market, and after that I came home, and I had also gone to the store, gotten some kale that was on sale, and I have a lot of mustard greens that I have to figure out what to do with. I'm not feeling that great. As it turns out, my mom has walking pneumonia, and I spent my whole day with her yesterday and shared drinks and food and all, and car space and the whole day with her. So I hope I don't get the walking pneumonia. The doctor said she was contagious. But anyway, and yeah, anyway, so I came home and the kitchen exploded, and I needed to make lunch, and I was going to make a sort of zuppa toscana, and then I realized I didn't have celery. I wanted celery in it, and so I started making vegetable broth since I had celery scraps in the freezer, along with other things. Anyway, so here's the soup that got made for lunch. I'm gonna add some meat to it for when we eat it tomorrow. I've cut up some cabbage that I'm gonna make some more sauerkraut with that, and I'm clearing some space. Normally I would clear my space before starting another project, but this is just so you can see this is very typically how my life goes. An explosion of things in the kitchen, and then trying to get it all cleaned up. I tried to tell myself that I should never have more than 2 projects going at a time. Like if I start the laundry, then that's one project, and so whatever's happening in the kitchen needs to not increase to more projects. But it really, I find I'm not stressed when I do that, but my natural way of doing things is just to get lots of things started and then have to figure out how to get them all to a place where I can stop for the day to go to bed. So anyway, that's where I'm at right now, and I'm going to strain these out. I cut up a bunch of apples. I bought lots of apples from Azure Standard and cut them up, peeled a bunch. So some are whole apples and some are scraps of apples that I put in jars with water. And I experimented not using sugar and using sugar. And I will say that the ones that I used sugar in smell much better than the one where I did not use sugar. So they have all been steeping for quite a while, and a month. I already strained out some that had been sitting for a month, and then these I feel like have been sitting long enough. Let's see, since the 30th of October, so a while, and I'm gonna have to clean my strainer. But anyway, so I've got all these jars. I think I'm just gonna combine them. Some of them I used sugar and some I used succonet. So I'm going to keep those separate. And this one has no sugar in it. So this one I may combine with the other one that has no sugar in it. It smells pretty good. I used whole apple slices in it. So I'm gonna try and get this kitchen under control. It is 4:15. My husband's been cutting firewood today. We still want to plant a tree and clean the house and vacuum. And do you ever start a day and have way too many ideas about what you think you're going to get done in that day? And then I was feeling crummy, so I've been laying down for the last couple hours just trying to rest. And we'll see we'll see how quickly I get all of these projects to a good place, either finished or to where I can set them aside for another day or two. So this is my life. Welcome. Pounding with the bottom of my meat pounder, because I use raw meat on this end, so I just use the handle end to pound my sauerkraut. I find that no pound sauerkraut doesn't work for me. It doesn't make enough juice. And I know you have to have a fresh cabbage. The fresher your cabbage, the more juice it'll produce. But I find that pounding it has made the difference for me. I couldn't proceed with the straining of the vinegar because my dishes were dirty. I needed my strainer. I just had the one strainer that would work, and it needs to be cleaned, and my measuring cup needed to be cleaned, and my measuring cups were all in use. So anyway, I just realized it's getting dark outside. My husband's blowing leaves and he's got his pile of firewood there, and so I need to go help him plant that dogwood tree before it gets too dark, and then I'll have to come back. This vinegar project will get done one way or another tonight, I hope. Yep, and then I remembered that I am totally out of peanut butter and almond butter, and I was going to make those things today too. And the list of things, and I needed to get supper going, and so the list of things just is going more and more and more, and it's getting darker, and we need to plant that dogwood tree. So I'm going to let this go. I'm going to go work on that tree and let this stuff sit a little while longer before I jar it up. Well, here's the vinegar. I got it done. We got the dogwood in the ground. Got a little bit of more sauerkraut started. And I remembered that I hadn't done laundry, so that's going, and I'm ready to call it a night, except I am getting ready to roast some almonds and make almond butter. And that's it.